Hi, I've been waiting for you. We now present what may be for you the most important piece of the authentic spirit of prophecy and compare that with the counterfeit. We're going to take a look here at Testimonies number 6, page 22. So as we zoom in on it, I'm going to read this for you. The first day, a papal institution which directly contradicts the fourth commandment is yet to be made a test by the two-horned beast. And then the fearful warning from God declares the penalty of bowing to the beast and his image. Look at these words again carefully. First of all, the first day is Sunday, and Sunday is yet to be made a test. If something is a test, then we know that the Sunday law is going to be enforced. It doesn't matter how many Sunday laws are in the books or how long they've been there on the books. It has to be made a test. And when it's made a test by the two-horned beast. Well, what is the two-horned beast? Of course, we understand that this is the United States of America. The two horns represent Protestantism and Republicanism. And when this happens, when the first day is made a test by the United States of America, it's the next sentence reads, and then the fearful warning from God declares the penalty of bowing to the beast and his image. So what can we understand from these words? First of all, that Sunday is going to be made a test, and it's going to be made a test by the United States of America and nothing else. And then the next two words, and then the fearful warning from God declares the penalty of bowing to the beast and his image. Well, what is the fearful warning? Well, folks, this is the loud cry. That's the fearful warning. It is the final call. This event is the end of the patient waiting, watching time. I'm going to read to you now what the counterfeit spirit of prophecy says. This is from Testimonies Vol.9, page 464. And you will probably recognize this. As the siege of Jerusalem by the Roman armies was the signal for flight to the Judean Christians, so the assumption of power on the part of our nation in the decree enforcing the papal sabbath will be a warning to us. It will then be time to leave the large cities, preparatory to leaving the smaller ones for retired homes in secluded places among the mountains. So let's look at this. In the authentic spirit of prophecy, we're being told that the loud cry sounds as soon as Sunday is made a test by the United States of America on its people. What are we doing being told in Volume 5 of the Testimonies, which was published after James White's death? What are we doing being told to leave the battlefield? And it gets worse. Volume 9 of the Testimonies, page 232 and on, would have those who are not able to move to the country do all kinds of religious activity on Sunday. Here are some excerpts. Dear brother, I will try to answer your question as to what you should do in the case of Sunday laws being enforced. Key point right here that we just read. This is identifying that this information is going to this brother when Sunday laws are being enforced. Well, the enforcement of a Sunday law is the same thing as it being made a test. But this is what the counterfeit spirit of prophecy says. Allegedly written by Ellen. The light given me by the Lord at a time when we were expecting just such a crisis as you seem to be approaching was that when the people were moved by power from beneath to enforce Sunday observance, Seventh-day Adventists were to show their wisdom by refraining from their ordinary work on that day, devoting it to missionary effort. To defy the Sunday laws will but strengthen in their persecution the religious zealots who are seeking to enforce them. Give them no occasion to call you lawbreakers. Let me tell you something. When a loud cry sounds, when the Sunday is made a test, the true Seventh-day Adventist, I call myself an Advent Seventh-day keeper, because the church has trademarked the name Seventh-day Adventist and several others. But as soon as Sunday is made a test, God's true believers will stand up and be counted as lawbreakers, make no mistake. This business of saying, give them no occasion to call you lawbreakers, is proof positive that it is instruction from Satan. Whenever it is possible, let religious services be held on Sunday. Really. So they've already started in a lot of churches keeping Sunday as a day for rest, right? Go to church, religious services. Make these meetings intensely interesting. Sing genuine revival hymns and speak with power and assurance of the Savior's love. In recent years, there's been quite a push to just focus on the love of God and not his judgment and his righteous actions. Now, in this next passage from the Counterfeit Spirit of Prophecy, we have it contradicting itself. This is from the same Testimonies for the Church, Vol.9, page 235. The law for the observance of the first day of the week is the production of an apostate Christendom. Sunday is a child of the papacy, exalted by the Christian world above the sacred day of God's rest. In no case are God's people to pay it homage. Okay, now that's the key point. It's saying in this same area here, this same little subsection of Testimonies Volume 9, it says, give them no occasion to call you lawbreakers. But down here in this paragraph, that was on page 232, on page 235 it's saying, in no case are God's people to pay it homage. Well, what are they doing having religious services? That's what they're calling for here. But I wish them to understand that they are not doing God's will by braving opposition when he wishes them to avoid it. Oh, this is interesting. So here you have, in the authentic spirit of prophecy, we're clearly told that when Sunday is made a test, that then is the time when the loud cry sounds. And the loud cry is not going to last very long. And that loud cry is going to terminate with the close of probation. And shortly thereafter, Christ coming in the clouds. There's not going to be any time to be moving to the country, living in retired homes and secluded places among the mountains away from the battle. So Satan has honest people thinking that they are reading something from God, and it is not. It is the counterfeit spirit of prophecy. It is not from God. And should you be living in the country? Yes, you should be separating yourself from worldly people. But at this particular time, you need to be giving the loud cry, not running off from the battlefield. So the question then becomes, who is going to give this loud cry? It's going to be those who have the authentic spirit of prophecy. And that's the urgency behind this channel and these videos. Again, the first day, a papal institution which directly contradicts the fourth commandment is yet to be made a test by the two-horned beast. And then the fearful warning from God declares the penalty of bowing to the beast and his image. Testimonies number 6, page 22. My friends, when Sunday is made a test that is enforced, it is game over. The patient waiting watching time, which started October 23, 1844, will end. Get ready, get ready, get ready. God bless your study. Now we have a couple of important items that we want to bring to your attention in the description beneath the video. We want you to take a look. You can download, I have a link here where you can download the authentic testimonies for the church, number 1 through number 30. And this link brings up all of the authentic testimonies, and some of them are not numbers 1 through number 30. And so you need to scroll through. You have to look at the different pages, and these are free to download. I recommend you download them as a PDF file. Take your time, get it right. Make sure you download all 30 of them. You're going to need them as we go through this course. There are several other books listed here and the links to where to get those. And it's very important that you have and secure your authentic Spirit of Prophecy library. God bless your study.